The Georgia election interference case has a new special prosecutor tonight. A Fulton County indictment accuses President Trump and 14 co-defendants of interfering in the 2020 presidential election here in Georgia. Pete Skandalakis, the official who was tasked with finding someone new to handle the Fulton County case, says he'll take on the racketeering case himself. Fox 5's Deidra Dukes is live at the state capitol with the new developments. Deidra, not a lot of people raising their hands for that one.
That's right. And as you know, we have talked to a lot of legal analysts about this case, Russ, and they all said the same thing this week as this deadline for the announcement as to whether or not Pete Skandalakis had found someone to take on this case. All those legal analysts said he faced a real challenge because he would find it difficult to find someone to take on this case, someone who would accept this responsibility. Well, in the end, those legal analysts were right, and Skandalakis did announce this morning that he would take on the case himself.
Facts are distinguishable.
TAC Executive Director Pete Skandalakis made the much-anticipated announcement via a news release just hours before Friday's noon deadline, stating, quote, "While it would have been simple to allow Judge McAfee's deadline to lapse or to inform the court that no conflict prosecutor could be secured, I did not believe that to be the right course of action."
Albeit Mr. Skandalakis is a reluctant recipient of this job, Deidra, he is a perfect person for it.
Former DeKalb County DA J. Tom Morgan and other legal experts reacted to news Skandalakis had appointed himself a special prosecutor in the Georgia election interference case after no one else would take on the role.
I have no question that he will look at the evidence, apply the rule of law, and the ethical considerations when reaching a decision.
In announcing his decision, Skandalakis stated, quote, "The public has a legitimate interest in the outcome of this case. Accordingly, it is important that someone make an informed and transparent determination about how best to proceed."
Pete is nonpartisan. He doesn't answer to an electorate. He's appointed by the board, and he doesn't have to worry about what constituents will say with whatever decision he makes.
This is the second time Skandalakis has stepped in as special prosecutor in an election case. Last year, Skandalakis ruled Georgia Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones would not face prosecution for alleged misconduct during the 2020 presidential election.
It is a First Amendment challenge.
Friday's announcement was met with swift reaction from President Trump's lead Georgia Defense Counsel, Steve Zadow, who released a statement saying, quote, "This politically charged prosecution has to come to an end. We remain confident that a fair and impartial review will lead to a dismissal of the case against President Trump." And now that a special prosecutor is in place, Judge McAfee has set a December 1st status hearing. That's the latest here at the state capitol. Deidra Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, a big development today. Deidra, thanks.